Hello Cancer, and welcome to your April 2018 tarot readings with me. Dear Cancer, if you're new to my channel, I suggest you please do subscribe so that you're notified every time I release a new video. So my dear Cancer, fasten your seatbelts because we are going to start our reading for the month of April, and it's going to be a bit of a trying month for you, but I'm sure with your determination and perseverance you are going to make it through, and this is what I see. So my dear Cancer, for the beginning of the month of April, the first week of April is the energy of extreme fatigue. Have you been traveling a lot, dear Cancer? Have you been a bit sad lately? Because this energy is that of distancing, this energy is that of separation. This energy involves you taking distance from your beloved. It can be a temporary distance or it can be a permanent distance. For some of you, who have reached a stage in their relationship wherein nothing can be done to save this relationship, are calling it quits. It can also mean a separation for an unlimited span of time, or a divorce in short. It also means that you can have a conflict with your loved one and you are not on the same page. So you say, okay, fine, I need to have my space and time. So you're just distancing from them and you are taking a break from them, and you don't want to see them for some time until and unless you are settled inside of you and you are sorting things out inside of you. Work-wise, dear Cancer, this energy is that of interruptions. If you have started on a project, if you wanted to do something, then my dear Cancer, there are hurdles, there are interruptions that will be put on your path for your project. There is, the energy is such that it's creating obstacles in your personal life, in your professional life, and in your health also, regarding your inner strength. You are feeling a bit weak. It seems you are tired. Actually, for me, I'm feeling, yes, you are tired. I feel it on me. You are tired. You have been doing too much, and there is lots of extra fatigue that has been accumulated in your brain and in your body. So because of that, what is happening is that there is an energy stagnation, and this is creating this kind of a separation mode that you want to get on to. So please take care, because if there are things that you can save regarding a relationship, then do your level best to stay calm. If you want, take the distance for some time and then get back. Don't take any hasty decisions, especially not when you are in a very preoccupied state of mind. Don't do that. Take your time, sort out things, because sometimes what happens is that we become very emotional, or we are very moody, and what happens is that at the spur of the time, in those emotions, when we are drowned in those, we tend to take a decision, and later on, when this mood calms down and everything becomes clear, then we regret it. So make sure you don't make this kind of a mistake, dear Cancer. Just be at peace. I would say almost the first week, I would almost encourage you to meditate, to take long walks in the nature if the weather permits you. Yes. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, even if the weather is bad during the day, and if it's too hot during the day, then in the evening time, just get out and just look at the wonderful sky and the infinity of the sky, yeah, and realize that everything is vast, everything is infinite, yes, and this universe is guiding you. And just breathe in and out, and just Thank the universe for everything that you have. Instead of sulking, instead of brooding over things that are not in your hand yet. I would say there is never a moment when things are not in your hand. Of course, there are certain exceptions. But when it comes to your mood, when it comes to your reactions, everything is in your hands, my dear Cancer. So please try to control your emotions. Because if you have conquered yourself, you have conquered everything else. Okay, so the first week's energy is that of a distancing yourself, of being quiet, of being a bit in your own bubble. Yes, dear Cancer. So recharge yourself, resource yourself, and 10 times think before you take those harsh decisions of quitting someone. If it's really not working, then yes. But otherwise, you have the patience, dear Cancer, but just weigh the consequences of losing a special person in your life, okay? Because sometimes these things are temporary, and we take permanent decisions on them, so that's not really good, okay? So with this energy, you are going to the second week. Now the second week is dealing, it's quite corresponding, because what's happening is in the second week, you are taking the help of a friend. This help is coming from a friend who is around you, who must be abroad. You are communicating, corresponding with someone who is a very good decision maker, who has the exact advice for that moment, for that situation that you are in. So this person is going to show up to you, or you are reaching out to this person, and you are trying to discuss with them about the situation that or the circumstances that you are facing at this point of time, dear Cancer. It also shows the supporting energy of this person. This person can be your boss, this person can be your colleague, or your friend, your brother. It also can be a good friend, a good colleague who is just, coming there and asking, hey, what's happening? Or you just open up yourself in front of a friend and you just tell them what you're feeling, how is it going inside of you, yeah? And this person is going to give, or rather shed the light in such a way that is going to help you to see the situation in a different light. And because of that, you will be very much touched by their advice and want to follow things to make your life better. This is what is seen. So the second week's energy, my dear Cancer, is that of support. You are getting the support of someone quite well placed in the hierarchy. If it is related to your work, if it was your work project that was interrupted at this point of time, well, in the second week, your boss or somebody really well placed in your enterprise is coming to your aid, is coming to help you, dear Cancer. So make the most of it. It also can be that you yourself are in a position to help your friends or someone close to you or your colleague in order to overcome some obstacles that they are facing. So you are in charge of the situation, or somebody is getting that support so that you take the charge of your situation, dear Cancer. Now we are going to the third week. Now the third week's energy is it's not really very easy to take, because this third week's energy is the energy of conflicts. A lot of sound, a lot of conflicts around you happening, dear Cancer, in the third week. There is some kind of botheration. Somehow I feel it's related to the first week's energy, okay? I feel it. That's coming in the third week. So there is this kind of botheration, and you are just bugged up, okay? Once again, fatigue is taking over. The first week's fatigue is taking over again. In the third week, it's coming to haunt you there. And there might be some kind of administrative papers, work that are really a task. They are kind of, you know, they are not very easy to deal with, but you're going to deal with them. But there is a lot of paperwork and you're just like, oh my God, there is too much of paperwork. Then maybe there is a travel that you don't want to go, but you are obliged to go. Maybe it's a work-related travel, so you are taking the plane or the train or your car and you have to travel, and that's really not what you wanted to do at this point of time. You wanted to rest, but no, the energies are that of, you know, moving. If it is related to your work, or it can also be related to your personal things that you didn't want to go now, you wanted to go later on, but you had some family pressures, so you are obliged to travel, like, you know, somebody wants you there, and so you have to go, and somehow it is against your wishes. So when something is against your wishes, you're not very comfortable doing that, and this is what is happening in the third week for you. There is a lot of opposition to your views in the third week. This energy is really conflicting in the third week. So be your diplomatic self, dear Cancer. Because even if there are conflicting situations, if you know how to handle it with lots of diplomacy, that is your tool always, dear Cancer, please use it in the third week in order to rise on the top. Don't let situations or the not such positive energies dominate you, okay? So you have to suppress them. When negative energies arise, you have to suppress them with positive energies, and you have to take over that situation, and it's not impossible for you, my dear Cancer. And it can be a vexing situation because you are also very sensitive at this point of time in the third week of April. And what happens again, like the first week, when you are extremely sensitive, it is that time that these kind of situations make their presence felt even more. So what is the key for it, dear Cancer? You know it inside of you, right? Is that when you are overwhelmed with these emotions, then the smallest things can appear, wow, big. We magnify it. It's like a magnifying glass when we are hypersensitive. So what do we have to do, my dear Cancer? We have to take everything as a pinch of salt. It can be a small thing, but why make it big? Why do you have to take the magnifying glass of your emotions and magnify them so that a small mustard seed appears to be a big stone or a rock in front of you? No, let the mustard seed be a mustard seed. Don't sow it, otherwise it will grow. Yes, my dear Cancer. So my suggestion to you would be, take things in your stride. Know that no situation is constant, not the good ones, not the bad ones. Everything changes, just everything. Isn't it beautiful? And time is the best healer. After some time, all those things might not make so much of a difference. Project yourself after 10 years, or after 20 years, or after 5 years. Is this very situation going to affect me? Is it that important that this is going to affect me? And the answer will be inside your heart. And decide accordingly how much importance you give to that thing. Don't get worked up, don't get worried. It's normal, we all get worried, we all get worked up when there are a lot of difficulties that arise, or when there are some informations that come to us that we don't like so much or we don't agree with. Then we get worked up, we try to react, we try to fight that. First thing what we do is we reject it. And the moment you reject something, well, it is going to lash back even 10 times more on you. So first and the foremost thing is accept whatever is happening. This is the first key. Okay, it has happened. Yes, it is happening or it has happened. Now, I will have two ways to deal with it. Either I fight back, so I remove my sword and okay, I'm going to fight it back. Or I am just going to be calm. I am looking at the situation. I know what I can do and I know my limits, what I cannot do in this situation. Dear Cancer, get your energy together. Let it be a peaceful energy, an energy that is more calm, an energy where you scrutinize your own emotions, dear Cancer. Scrutinize them. Are they valid at this point of time or aren't they valid? Okay, and at that time you get your energy together, ground yourself, anchor yourself, nicely get rooted, and look at the situation with a third person's point of view, with a third person's perspective. Or become neutral to it. Just look at it and try to step out of it. Okay, I'm not here, I'm just looking at it as a game, and that will help you to deal with things with a different perspective. Because the moment you want to fight it, you are tired, you're exhausted, and it's no point because you're wasting your energy. The best thing is that use your wisdom, because your inner wisdom is going to help you at this point of time. So deal with the third week very much in a spiritual way. That's the only word I can say. In a very spiritual way, in a very, rise above your level. When you go on a mountain, everything appears so little. But when you're down there, everything appears so big. So go on your mountain and from there you look at it. Oh, the problems are so small. The higher you go, the lesser they'll appear to be, right? So be spiritual and hang on to your hopes, and also navigate as a winner with lots of calm and your Cancerian diplomacy in third week. Now you have learned lots of things in these 3 weeks and you're coming to the fourth week, and in the fourth week, wow, dear Cancer, you have achieved what you were meant to. You're charismatic. You're just irresistible, dear Cancer, in the fourth week of April. You're feeling good inside of you. You are ready to take on the world. You have this dynamism, this power that you felt was not inside of you has come back now. And you're ready to take on the world. And you are becoming successful once again in the fourth week. But what happens when you become successful, dear Cancer? People don't like it. So you are going to be a victim of some jealousies, but who cares? You are progressing, go ahead. They are behind, let them be. You need followers also. Turn around and take a selfie. Yes, dear Cancer. So this is what is the fourth week's energy. You are having your diplomacy, your charm, and you are winning. No matter what hurdles come your way, you are just overcoming them with full confidence, and you're getting lots of opportunities. People are just getting attracted to you as if you were a honeypot and they were the honeybees. Yes, so there is a lot of charisma and magnetic pull of yours that is attracting people to you, dear Cancer. So enjoy this fourth week, because after these 3 weeks, I think you really deserve this kind of positive energy. The energy of the panther, that is the card saying, yes. And how is the panther? It's full of strength, it's full of agility, flexibility, and charm. Yes, the speed. Yes, so this is what you will have. But however, take care, my dear Cancer, don't be aggressive, okay? Because the energy is going to be so dynamic that when the dynamism is overly present, and if you cannot handle it, you can become aggressive. So don't become that, okay? Because for your health, it's always good to balance yourself, my dear Cancer. So this is the fourth week's energy, where it is a very positive energy for it, and you're going to make the most of it, because you're going to climb the ladder of success, and because you are taking the charge of the situation, or you have made up your mind of what you want in your life and what you don't want in your life, and you are following your dreams and passion. So wow, it was quite a month, my dear Cancer, but here you go. Yes, you are emerging as a winner at the end of the month, my dear Cancer. So don't lose hope, because the cards give us guidance, but what we do is our own will and wish. We are our own referee, right? So we need to know where to move, where did I make a fault. Be honest with yourself and guide your own steps, my dear Cancer. So if you have liked the video, please do like, subscribe and share. And my dear Cancer, I wish you a wonderful, progressive and growing month of April. And the message of the universe is coming shortly, so please stay tuned for it, my dear Cancer, and I wish you lots of strength, lots of good energy. Make the most of it. Yes, so all the best, and I will see you in the month of May. All right, so lots of love to you all, dear Cancerians. Take good care of yourself. Bye bye. Take care. Bye.